Alternating maces. This is a diverse type of a self-defense technique. What I mean by that is it's going to be off of different things. What you're going to be seeing is going to be an off attempted two-hand front grab. It can be a grab at this stage of the game because we're going at yellow belt. You might not have your visual aid or your visual self-defense really laid down for you yet. That's your first form of self-defense that we talked about in the last technique. Your first form is visual. Your second form is physical. You have to react. What you're going to do is react to a set moves that we're going to lay down and describe for you. But the reaction that you're going to do on the street can change many ways. You might have been grabbed in the past. Whatever you did, that was a reaction that you learned. We want to change that stimuli from what happened last time to what can happen now. This is off a two-hand front grab. It can be off an attempted two-hand front shove. It can even be off a single-hand grab or a single-hand shove. We're going to utilize Diane right here. Break it down very, very slow so you can see exactly what we do. You'll notice I'll be trapping or pinning her arms. The reason I'm doing that is so I can control. Just like how you use bait or how you use a hook in fishing. The bait's what catches the fish. The hook's what holds on to them. The bait's going to come in. That's being me. The person's going to be trying to attack me. The hook is going to be the arms that I use by the checks and the counterattacks. Let's see it slow, break it down, and walk through it together. As Diane comes out, I visually see that her hands are going up. That gives me a signal that, uh-oh, what's coming my way? By her coming her way and using the motivation of her power coming towards me, her mass in motion, as she comes in, I'm going to step back. Why? That neutralizes the power, but it also gives me a foundation that I can start my own personal attack from. As she grabs, I step back, trapping the arm. I counter by going to a forward bow. I punch right to the chest. After I execute my punch, I'm still trapping her arms. I don't want to make her go back any farther. I want to keep her where she's at. Why? She's in range to where now I can finish my attack. I trap the arms, I come and I strike to the side of the head. The side of the head is a very, very good place to strike for several reasons. You have the temple. The temple is going to fall in the category that you can actually hit somebody strong enough and actually kill them. You have the jaw, a lot of nerves in the jaw at the lower hinged part. And you have the inner ear. The inner ear deals with balance, also like that ringing sensation you can get when you get slapped. You don't leave any damage visually seen, but internally, there's very much damage done. So as I strike here, her hands are possibly going to come to her head. Why? Because we react to two things. Our body responds to pain and pleasure. Now she has pain. As I strike, her hands come up, I release. As they come up, I want her to go down so I can finish the technique. This is the end of the technique here, but I still want the finish. I don't want to leave my assailant on their feet. I drag up, I hammer fist to her groin. By hammer fist to her groin, I have a check. If anything comes down, such as her face, it won't strike me. From here, I've opened up my next move. I take her completely down by striking to the mastoid of the back of the head. By striking to the mastoid, I've done the same thing as what the inner ear has done. I've affected her equilibrium internally, not externally. Taken her completely down, possibly blowing out her knee to make more damage there. Now this is finished. I come to a neutral state with a person being down on the ground. It's their choice if they wish to continue it. A fight is over. The reason you want self-defense is when you say it's over. That's a winner in a fight. There's no victors, but there's only a winner. A winner is the one that says, that's enough. Let's see the technique again. As Diane comes in, I neutralize her power by stepping back. Now I have my counterattack. She's already physically assaulted me. I strike to the chest. By striking to the chest, I've attacked her respiratory system. I've made it to where now it's harder for her to breathe. I now come back, counter trap, strike to the side of the head. Depending on where I strike, is going to tell me the damage is going to be inflicted on her. From here, as her hands rise, I come up with a check, dragging my left to my right. Hammer fist to the groin. As she goes over, I come back to the same execution of taking her out vertically and horizontally at the same time by striking to the head and blowing out the knee. From here, as she goes to the ground, I step back, seeing if she still wishes to continue the assault. She says she continues the assault. I'm ready for the assault. I'm in my fighting stance. Let's see it again. As she comes in now, she comes in, I take it down, strike, hit to the side of the head. From here, hands comes up. As they come up, opens up the groin for me. Come down, take it completely down. I'm here. Ready? Go. Yeah! Down. Yeah!